What's up, guys? It's been a while since I made a video. Haven't built anything since the Camaro, so this here is my little stock of kits that I have left to do. And don't want to bore you, but I haven't made a video in a long time, and I just really wanted to show you guys what I have. And I know a lot of you have a hell of a lot more than this, but this is my little stash, and it's not as bad as I was really expecting it to be. Anyway, let me get to the whip here. This is the next kit I'm going to be making. 70 Buick GSX. I had a 1971 Buick GS 350, and I'm going to make this as close to my car as possible. There's a big difference between the grille and the taillights. Mine had a bench seat with a folding down armrest, and like this one is the GSX. So I'm just going to paint it the same color as mine, which I found this is the same color that mine was, and my dad's Chevelle was too, which I'll get to in a moment. I was watching a video by Classic Plastic 101, and he was building an older version of this 3-in-1 kit, and he mentioned the name of this guy that made homemade decals so he could make the Bandit car. So I took the guy's name and I sent away for some Trans Am decals and these Buick decals. Alright, and in there you'll see these Riviera GS decals. And when I was in Florida visiting my folks, there was this really cool hobby shop there. The guy just sells model kits and paints. It's not a pretty store. If you look on the box there, you can see sun fading because his shelves are right up against the window. And this guy, he is all by himself. Like I said, the store's not pretty. He builds there too. And the dude has no cash register. He has a cash box, carbon copy receipt pad, and a calculator, and a tax, and he works out the tax. So this is the receipt. Okay, so those decals kind of inspired me to go find a Riviera kit, and this is a beautiful freaking kit. And look at that, the decal fits perfectly right there. It's a very nicely detailed kit. I guess this is when AMT was turning things around. And the name of the place is called Ralph's Hobbies, an amateur radio supply. He's in St. Petersburg. He doesn't have a website. His stock is always changing. And when I was looking for an old Riviera kit online, most of the time I find it's just a lowrider, and they basically rape you on the price. I got this for 20 bucks. Dude also has some awesome old toys there. Anyway, I told you about this, and anyway, I got the decals for it because I don't want to make it the GSX. I know I basically have no choice but to leave it on the grill, but everywhere else I'm going to be putting the GS Stage 1 on it and make it as close to my car as possible. These are the only side view mirrors you have available. Mine had the single chrome mirror on the side. And with that, my dad's Chevelle Malibu, it was a 71, and it's hard to find a 71, and I really, at a personal taste, I really like the way the headlights look on this. So I'm going to build this a lot like my dad's Chevelle. I am going to be painting it also this green, so I know that the SS was available in that green, but I won't be able to use the stripes on it, but that's okay. Just going to leave it one color, so that'd be a tribute to my dad's car. This is something really cool that my brother got for me pretty cheap at some swap meet, and it's 1/32 scale. It's missing a couple of pieces. It's unbuilt. Look at that price, 50 cents, 1/32 scale, and you could either build it as a regular car model or you could build it as the as a slot car, and you have a choice between chrome rims or unpainted rims. They're in here somewhere, right there. And the only thing that kind of stinks about it is the only way that you can enjoy having the driver is to use this rather than the regular cockpit. I would have liked to have used the driver, but I'm not going to go through that hassle. But sorry for the radio being so loud. It's just that this one Hendrix tune is pretty freaking loud. I don't know where it is. Oh, the driver's head. I mean, it is detailed to high hell for this little 32nd scale head from some unknown company. I never heard of them before. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. Decals are still in there too, but they are trashed. Hey, let me get to this one here. This is the last thing that last model kit that I've had longer than I've been married. I got this in 1988. I met and married my wife in '89. As you can tell, throughout all the storages, some mice really took a liking to the box. Decals are pretty yellowed, and the decals, I don't know if I still have the old decal sheet. Yeah, I do. This is the old decal sheet, and you can see how trash that is. Well, anyway, this kit has been reissued, and I think it's been reissued as a Revell. And somewhere in here, I got the decals for it. I thought I put the decals with it. Anyway, I got a new decal sheet from Revell. Yeah, I don't know where the hell I put it. Anyway, which I really need to find that damn thing. Got a new decal sheet for it. And, oh, here it is. And what is so cool about it is it gives you the decals for the seat stripes and the door panels, which are pretty rad. Being that information is not given on this, I went to Revell and I got the instruction sheets on where to place the decals. So, this is an old department store from back home, Long Island. This Nissan Skyline Tamiya kit is pretty sweet, and closest decent lacquer paint I've been able to find was this AMC Silver, Sterling Silver Metallic. It's a very nice paint. This really nice reissue of a Mustang kit. The only thing different between this Auto World exclusive is different angle of the car, and it's in blue. I look forward to building this. The tires are freaking sweet in this. They have some retooled parts in it. One random piece it came with that did not make any sense to me whatsoever was a spare tire that was, it was a molded piece of plastic that was a spare tire with a cover on it. Where you would put this, I don't know, unless it's for people that customize and open up the trunk. But the tires they give you, really nice. They're printed. They give you some nice fat tires too, and they're printed. It's a very nice kit. I love the wheels on it. And I like the fact that they retool parts on it. Now, as far as classic plastic, it made me want to buy this, because I built this kit from back when it came out in 1978, and I finally built that kit a couple years ago, and my decals were trashed. So I sent to Revell, and Revell sent me this decal sheet. Okay, gives you a really nice bird, you know, but and I really like the fact that you get bird emblems up here for inside the car and behind the side window and stuff. Really dig that. But what really bummed me out is see how Trans Am is written here? That is what was on my original decals, and they don't include that anymore, and I like that font a hell of a lot better. So Classic Plastics video inspired me to send away for these decal sheets, and I wanted to get this car because I would like to. Pontiac had this really nice red that had some orange in it, and that's the color I'm going to be painting this one. And really needed that. I don't know where those fell out of, but it's pretty cool. So I did that. This is the car that was going to inspire me to start doing airbrush, and I still intend on it. I'm going to use up all my enamels and start using acrylics, but I've been holding this aside because I really wanted to paint this car a color that I call butternut. Well, I was at that dude's hobby shop, came across this. Yeah, it's a Ford color, but it's very close to butternut. It's called Phoenician yellow. This color, I'm going to be doing this one. And this was an early Father's Day gift for me. I am going to build it a combination of stock and custom because it comes with Krager SS's, and love this kit. It comes with a engine stand with an engine being built in progress. Could not pass this up. I just really dug old stock cars. I really don't dig building NASCARs, but I had to. This is such a pretty blue. I hope I could find a paint like that. And it has the retooled kits, but strangely enough, the parts of the old tooling, like the roll cage, because it gives you both old tooling and new tooling, the older tooling gives you more detail on the roll cage. This kit right here, I love this kit so damn much. Built it twice as a little kid. It was known as the Boondocker, and this even has the old Boondocker decals in it too. Oh, like a lot of these AMT kits, they don't have side view mirrors. These are the side view mirrors from the snowplow model kit by Revell. Anyway, and down here at the bottom, the decal sheet. These were a stock option from GM. These feather decals, but this is what was on the Boondocker when I was a kid. And did a trade with my brother. Got what paint I gave him, but I'm going to paint this really cool, like copper color. Oh, let me put these back in. Oh, this is something that the Boondocker didn't have: toolbox and hard hats. They're chromed as usual. I'll be taking care of that. This one coat lacquer. He painted his 63 Impala this color, and I really like it a lot. I'm going to paint this color with, I might paint it, yeah, I'll give it a black top. And then this panel truck, last thing, this is the most recent kit that I bought. I just got that Nova earlier this week, but this is the last kit I bought. This was released back in the 70s, and it was red, white, and blue. And it doesn't show it in the instructions, but when you look at I'll show you on the instructions. The instructions doesn't list it, but on the old kit, as I remember, when you put the doors together, right here, you're able to open the doors. That's why it's done like that with hinges. They don't mention it in the instructions. I remember it from when I was a kid. And this will be the very first kit that I cut the doors open. I heard once again, Classic talking about how he doesn't like opening doors and stuff. I've never done it. I'd love to try it. And this kit will go back to the Grand National. This is the same series that my Monte Carlo was, and I had issues assembling it. No issues with this whatsoever. The only thing I don't like about this old kit is molded in black, and painting over black plastic's a real bitch. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm glad that they're molding these things in white now. Anyway, guys, that's my stash. I hope you somewhat enjoyed this video. I look forward to getting back on the table again. But I've been doing that thing called work. You guys take it easy. Have a great one.